up, dog? Okay, hello and welcome. Did I jump the gun? You good?
You started.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm ready.
You ready? Got you off guard.
Yeah, I know. I was staring down into the abyss.
Episode number 26.
Episode
number 26 of this drink. What's a 2.6? It's like because
isn't it a 2.4 of beer with like 2 extra beers? A little bonus.
Is that what it is?
It's got a t-shirt.
Oh, is 2.6 not a thing actually?
I think a 2.6 is like a denomination, like an ounce or something, isn't it?
That
26 or a whiskey.
I feel like I've heard that.
Grab
me a 2.6.
Grab me a 2.6.
I'm gonna hit you by a two. I'm gonna hit you with a 2x6. It's like, well, that's way bigger than a 2x4, man.
Yeah. Grab me a 2.6. I need to frame a house.
All right, we're gonna keep all that in.
Yeah, it's off to a great start as usual. I don't regret this at all.
Not even a little bit. Today's episode is gonna be. We've done it twice before. It's gonna be a drama-free episode, which means it's gonna be no radio drama.
We're just gonna improvise something.
We're gonna improvise the whole script today. Usually, when we get to the script writing part, we write it and then we perform it. But today, we're gonna improvise the writing part live on the podcast.
Yeah.
Is it live? Because technically, we're gonna then take it and.
It's live in the moment, and then later on, it's recorded.
Well, then everything is live, technically. There's never been a non-live moment.
So all TV is live?
Yeah, so Saturday Night Live is kind of bullshit then, because everything is live.
Yeah.
Community
I'm
is
experiencing time for real, in real time, so technically it's all live.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's nice to be alive.
Anything you've seen lately? Let's start with that.
Nothing new. We started watching Battlestar Galactica again. I've only seen the first season in the miniseries before.
I was going to say the old,
like back in the day.
They don't have a reboot, right?
I think there are some reboots subsequently. However, this is like the sort of early 2000s one.
Okay.
Fucking great show.
Good stuff.
I started watching The Curse. Katie was out a couple nights this week, and I started watching it alone.
The Nathan Fielder show.
Show. Oh fuck, I love it. It's
Are you like good. Almost done?
Like episode 5 or 6.
It's so good. So weird.
It's so just good. Like, I don't know, that type of humor where like you don't laugh, you just clench.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And I'm just like, wow, like these guys are just really fucking not afraid to do the weird shit.
You seen the episode where he does the improv class?
No. Oh, but I'm up to it because she's like,
she brought it up.
Yeah, she brought up the maybe you take a thing. Oh yeah, I think
at the end of it.
I think I actually started. He's doing the episode and like he was like, and like no one laughs. Oh god,
he's the king of cringe, man. Literally, king of cringe. Yeah, it just makes it sits with you. I had to rewatch it a couple times. I was like, I've got to rewind that. It was amazing.
Yeah. What about you? Watching anything cool?
Yeah, I watched a bunch of.
You see Oppenheimer again?
Yeah, I just been rewatching them. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, how can I stop this from happening?
Right.
I watched Baby Reindeer. I binged that.
Everyone talking about Baby Reindeer.
Yeah,
it's Christmas.
And I'm like late to it. I feel because like it was already like in the zeitgeist.
It's been out for like 2 weeks or something, hasn't it?
As in like, it's already like pacing to be like the most watched show on Netflix.
Wow.
Dude, you gotta watch it, man. It's fucking great. But it is like Katie probably won't watch it. It's just too much. Like, man, it's just again cringe and dark and creepy, and you think like by episode 3 you're like, oh, that's what this show's about, and then episode 4 comes out and you're like, oh, we're gonna go darker, oh, we're gonna go even realer.
Oh shit.
Like, and it's all based on real events, so you start thinking, you're like, oh my god, this actually happened to this guy.
So yeah, never mind. I was going to make a reindeer joke, but
and I also don't want to say too much because you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I don't want to make a joke about disturbing, abusive relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, because you haven't. Yeah, once you see it, you'll be like, I should. Thank God I didn't make that joke. And then I watched Civil War yesterday, which is another stressful ass film.
I mean, the best of the Avengers movies, if we're being honest.
Yeah, not enough Captain America. I didn't see any Captain America in there. It was weird. I was like, where's Iron Man? Where's Captain America? This is not the Civil War I know.
I thought that Scarlett Johansson played Black Widow, not Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, and Kirsten Dunst was, but they never winked at, like, they changed, she wasn't Mary Jane.
Yeah.
So that was weird. I was like,
Still in the MCU, but just a little.
They kept it with her.
A little bit of hard spin there. Yeah.
Honestly, it's a good movie, and I know a lot of people are like, "Fucking what an experience!" It's a great experience because, like, man, like the sound and like the visuals are amazing. But there were moments where I'm watching it and I'm like, it felt just like war porn, where they were just like doing a lot of like, I just want to be in the field taking photographs. And the thing is, maybe I don't know enough about that kind of shit, but it just felt insane. That's
Well, people, yeah, that's a job, right?
Yeah, but also it's like in some moments I felt a bit like some moments I'm like, yeah, that's cool because people need to see that shit. And in some moments I'm like, you're just clicking because you're like, what a beautiful shot when people are dying around you, and it's like maybe help that guy on the ground instead of taking a picture of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Bit.
Yeah,
I
guess.
a little bit of that. But
There's
again, I don't know
a lot of
enough
dissociation that happens with that, and you're just like, I'm just here to perform one thing, and if I do anything else, I will die. So I'm just gonna, disconnect from.
And that's the thing. They do a good job of like another version of this would have been more like, wow, how are they just taking pictures of this? But the film did a really good job of you feeling the angst and the energy of a war. So you're like, yeah, of course she's like not thinking straight, or she's taking pictures, or he's like running past bullets as a reporter. And you're like, yeah, well, that's like the life they've decided that they want to chase because they think it's an important cause. So it's really cool.
Yeah. Damn.
Cool movie. So that's what I've been watching.
Great.
All right. That's okay. That's the episode. Before we get into the real shit, should we do a little mind melt?
Sure. Might as well.
Get in.
Might as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Glove war.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Shield.
Musket. Shield. 3, 2, 1. Weapon. Bullet. 3, 2, 1. Gun.
We circled that for a second. All right. Okay.
One more.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Glasses.
Cupboard glasses.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Pantry.
Case. Oh.
Pantry case.
3, 2, 1.
Shelf.
Box.
Shelf box.
3, 2, 1.
Barn.
Tools.
Barn tools.
Barn tools. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Tractor.
Hammer tractor.
3, 2, 1.
Farm. Fix farm.
3, 2, 1. Grass.
I fucked up.
Jono.
I was like,
now
what
we
am I
have to
gonna
start
say?
this whole episode again.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to I guess we gotta restart the mind meld though.
Okay.
One more time. Fresh. Ready? 1 second. Let me go fresh. 1 sec. Thinking of a new word. Got it. 3, 2, 1. Frame.
Cow frame.
You stuck to okay. You did not reset.
That was the one I think I was gonna say last time.
Cow frame.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Farm. I mean, that is it. Like that's what I thought of.
I jumped in a little late, but I think we got it.
Yeah, we got it. We're good. We're good.
That was a good take.
We're melted.
That was a good take.
That was a good take.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do playback while we go to the next section.
The prompt.
Great.
All right.
Great. Okay. So no drama rama in my pajama, comma.
In the Bahamas.
With
my hot mamas.
So we are going to do the traditional genre pull.
Everything's gonna be the same.
Everything's gonna be the same.
We might. Blue Sky.
We're just gonna like
improvise
real time write it with our voices.
Yeah, and honestly, it's very true to no rewrites because this version of it is very like in the moment. Let's just fucking write whatever comes to our mind. We have like we're on the clock,
and then we don't have to do too much after the episode, which
is
great.
That is pretty nice.
Although we might add some sound effects. I don't know what we're gonna do with this.
We haven't decided.
You'll learn in probably 1/2 an hour or 35 minutes. So first piece of paper is pulled from the Forsaken Mug.
The prompt
is.
It's gonna be interesting for a drama-free episode. It's say it with me now. Musical.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. You know what this means? No overthinking on like. Remember last time the musical? It's like we gotta make sure it's in key and this and that. It's a rough draft.
Is that you or Julia?
Julia. I wouldn't put it again, man. After the last one.
Fuck.
Thank you, Julia.
Okay.
All right. I think it's fine.
Damn it.
I think it's fine, dude. Hey,
yeah.
It's fine. We roll with the punches. We're gonna make a sick musical in the moment today.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What are you worried about?
No, I'm just yeah. Okay, fine. We've already done a scripted musical, so it makes sense to do an on the cuff musical with no music, acapella, off the cuff.
Acapella, baby. We can do this.
Cuff. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I don't get it.
Okay, a musical though, but we have no way to narrow that down at this moment. What's that going to be about?
Well, first of all, musicals.
What are musicals?
What's the last musical you watched?
The last musical I watched? Fuck, I don't know.
Fuck if I know. So cool, John. You're so cool. I don't watch musicals.
I mean, I tried to watch La La Land, but I stopped.
You didn't like La? Oh yeah, you didn't like La La Land.
I stopped like 5 minutes in. I was like, no.
I liked it. Wonka was a musical. I never watched that. I heard that was all right.
I just don't reach for musicals.
You know what? Oh, you know, actually, what I watched as musical and I loved, I love when TV shows do musical episodes when they just randomly cut it and then it's like they just enjoy because they're in season 6 or whatever and they're like, you know what, let's try something different. Scrubs has a great musical episode. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
And then Community. Have you ever seen the episode where they have to join Glee Club because Glee Club is like disqualified or like they're, I don't know, something happens where their Glee Club gets disbanded because they call like the copyright people on them. And then the study group, like the main characters have to get recruited by the Glee Club like leader. But it's like dark undertones because he's like a little fucked up. He just wants to do Glee for his whole life. Right. So it's like the whole point of that episode is like taking Glee Club, which is like the show. It's like kind of like a homage to the show a bit too. But it's like, what a fun and great thing. But it's a bit dark and it's like sinister. And he's just one by one picking off the study group to get them into the Glee Club. I think it's very interesting. Taron Killam plays you know Taron Killam?
I know the name. I can't think of the face.
Yeah, know him. But that to me was fun because it was like really fun songs. There's a rap in it as well. We got to do a rap today maybe. There's a rap in it. There's some fun songs. There's Christmas theme songs. And it's like it's like a very just homage to any musical episode.
Right. Great. Well...
Because it was very meta. It was like making fun of musicals as they were doing musicals, which is what we love. That's what I like about that episode.
I guess I saw like there's songs in Puss in Boots. I saw Puss in Boots in the theater like last year or some shit. The Shrek spinoff.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I heard that was actually really good.
It was really cute. Yeah. Nice moments. It's hard with really cute cats being subjected to otherworldly things and drama because you just want what's nice for the cat. You just want the cat to have a nice little time. Okay, fuck.
Sorry, I was letting you go, but you didn't really get...
There was nowhere to go from that. I'm just spinning out because I'm like, fucking
Grease?
Musical. Grease, yes.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. We know all the musicals.
You're like, I know
just
what they
all
are.
Terrible.
you're like, it's not like I don't know what musicals are.
Yeah.
What else is that? Okay, all right. So enough of naming movies, I guess, for now. You ever seen Sing Street?
No.
That's a great one, dude.
I heard good things about that. Does that got something to do with Green Day?
No.
Or is it just around the time there's probably like an American Idiot musical
in Ireland,
or
I'm pretty
something?
sure. Or where's I think in Ireland.
But is there a cool reason why it's called Sing Street, or is it just like this
guy, this kid, he basically makes up, I'm in a band to woo a girl, and then he has to make the band.
Oh, I like that.
Dude, and the songs are so good, and it's just really good. And then so they call the band Sing Street. It's a really good movie. Check it out.
We should call ours Drum Road or Voice
Percussion
Avenue.
Alley.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, so how about this? Usually we go into it later. Should I just pull one more? We have another mug here, which is like, while we're thinking of ideas, we'll go into this. And
because musical's pretty nebulous. We've already done one. We need a little extra help.
Either a subgenre or a little
like a plot twist, or there's other little things.
Literary device that could help.
The second mug. So okay, here's a new piece. Of
you ready?
Yes.
It says musical again.
Oh no!
It
just says songs.
It is one character. Oh, here we go. The paper, and I think this is maybe Julia again. One character is a robot.
Can I see the handwriting?
That's you, isn't it?
Oh, that's my handwriting.
Yeah. One character is a robot.
Okay,
so it's a robotic musical. It's the robot.
Well, one of them, like Daft Punk, finally removed their helmets.
And he was actually
a
robot?
one of them was a robot.
Okay, so I think that's enough to go into the blue sky because we... No, as in like to go talk about that.
Yeah.
The blue sky is the writing.
Oh, shit.
Coming up with ideas is what I mean.
You don't like musicals, but you just wrote that fucking banger? Holy.
Daft Not So Punk.
What did you say?
That's like you're using Fantastic Four. We're fantastic, you know?
No. I did see it, but I don't recall the...
There's this, the bat, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen this one. The one with Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan, that Fantastic Four, have you seen it?
Fuck, no.
You haven't even heard about it, really? It was like the biggest flop of all time.
Was Miles Teller Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan was Human Torch. And then
yeah.
what's that guy, Jamie something? He was the Thing, and then Kate Mara was Invisible Woman. No, never heard of it.
No, there's a new one coming out though.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. I like the cast a lot. Peter Pascal and the guy from The Bear, I forget his name. It looks like a cool cast. But that being said, sorry,
is Maddie Matheson the Thing? He's like,
that's really good. But the one that flopped, it was like in between the first one and then this new one coming out. It was the guy who made Chronicle made it. You seen Chronicle?
Oh yeah, Chronicles
Great.
Wicked. We talked about Chronicle on this.
Yeah,
before,
I love
think.
that movie,
Yeah,
dude.
such a good.
So he made this. So it was gonna be like the buzz was like, oh, and the cast. Oh my god, it's gonna be great. Big Tank. It's one of those where it's like apparently the studio took over in the edit and fucked it up and shit. That's like the whole rumor behind it. But there's a scene at the end, dude. It's like so like on the nose where they're all standing, right? And it's like the movie's about to end, the credits are about to come up, and they just like, are, it's like they're trying to set up a sequel, probably like we'll be back kind of thing. So they're all standing looking, and they're like, we need a name for ourselves. And he's like, yeah, blah blah. And then the thing is like, yeah, this all just feels fantastic. And then no, that's not even. So already you're like, what? And then Marcelo is like, what did you say?
Oh my god.
And he goes, feels fantastic. Guys, I have a name. Like for Marcelo, and he goes to credits, and it's like, dude, it just felt so out of nowhere on the nose. Oh.
It's funny because that superhero show Invincible does that. Like they always throw the title card up at like a moment where someone's about to say Invincible, but like the moment is always earned. So like you might not see the title card for like 15 minutes in the episode,
and then they earn the credit. Yeah.
And like it's like, don't worry, and then it goes to the title card. It's fucking so tight. Like it's very,
it could be
very
done
tasteful.
very well,
but like that's like pretty much the same thing, but it's total.
Well, it's not earned. It's just like, dude, the conversation was not about. He goes, "This feels fantastic." You know what I mean? Like,
like, can you pick up some Fantastic at the grocery store? I have to clean my kitchen. What did you just say?
Exactly. It's like shoving it in there for no reason.
Wow.
Like there's Barry does it one time where it's like, "Hey, what's your like?" It's a random episode, like in season 2.
Hey, what's your name?
It's like, what's your name? And then and it comes back, and you don't expect it because they earned it by doing doing 15 episodes without doing that.
Stylish.
So it was just a stylistic choice. But this was so like, yeah, can you pick up something fantastic on the way? Yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I brought that up.
Because there was a joke that I didn't get, and you had to.
I said Daft knows not. So
Can you quick before we go to the next section, just explain the entire plot of School of Rock to me?
Yes. So. Blue sky.
So musical where one character is a robot.
I mean, one thing right away is like it could totally be a non-robot falling in love with a robot musical, or vice versa. A robot falls in love with a human.
Well, there's a big thing in that with Battlestar Galactica, actually, because in this season or this series, the Cylons look like humans now, and some of them have been kind of implanted.
You already skipped a step. What are Cylons?
So the Battlestar Galactica is about like humans in the future in space. They're like space warfaring things. They create these robots called Cylons to make their lives better.
Oh, like assistants.
And in
like housekeepers, but
yeah, exactly,
robots,
like admins,
okay,
like to do all the shit that humans don't want to do, labor. And then the Cylons are like, you know what? We're sentient now. Fuck you, and they go to war. And that's what the original.
Is that how the show starts?
That's the original Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, so it's like an uprising.
Well, no, like yeah, exactly. It's that thing, but like in the original series in the 60s or whatever the fuck it was, or 80s, they're fighting the Cylons, and then this is a couple generations in the future. The Cylons have left them alone, and it's just been humans. It's been peace for a while.
And the Cylons used to look very robotic.
They used to look like big things.
Okay,
they call them toasters or whatever.
Yeah.
And now they look like humans, and they've come back to like sort of kill the thing.
And
then there's a lot of them that have been like implanted with the humans without anyone knowing, including the Cylon themselves. So like they've fallen in love.
Whoa.
And like,
wait, the Cylon themselves don't know they're not humans.
they're like sleeper agents, and they don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
like
a good musical. That is an option.
Yeah, we could do Battlestar Singlactica.
Well, not Battlestar, but like
Battlestar Garaptica, and it's a rap about Battlestar Galactica.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, watch your back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's his name, right? Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Mm-hmm. I like that. It doesn't have to be galactic. I mean, based on the show, but I like the idea of someone falling in love. It's very the Second City sketch me and Carly did.
Yeah,
where it's like you're two robots who fall in love, but you don't realize every day your brain is reset.
Yeah.
So you meet each other every day for the first time. So it's like, love story between a robot and a human. Or my other thing was, have you seen iRobot with Will Smith?
Mm-hmm.
We just do that, but the musical. It's like a Catch Me If You Can musical with a robot and a human.
Right. Or is it like America's Got Talent and the robot goes out there posing as a human and wins, and then it's like ha 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 ha.
So it gives him away the first time he laughs.
Stupid humans, you voted a robot in. Now time to die. I'm kind of like a vampire. I need to be invited to things.
You also
in
have an
order
accent.
to kill.
You also have like a Norwegian or Swedish accent.
Yeah, it's a
Swedish robot.
Yeah, it's a Scandinavian robot. Haha, we are efficient.
And what's funny is throughout the thing, it's like very obvious that he's a robot. Like he's doing very robotic things, like waterfalls on him, and he's like, I'm malfunctioning. And they're like, oh, Greg, you're so funny.
How do you make your arms spark like that, Greg? Yeah, fuck.
No, I mean, these are all great. Hey, what do you mean? Wait, okay, don't be down on yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Great ideas, dude.
I know.
These are all good.
I know. We just take more than 1 week off, and I'm fucking toast.
And low-key, I am starting to... The one thing that's kind of coming upon me now, like the stress, is like we have to actually make a song eventually.
Yeah, not so exciting now, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of... Because I'm like, these are great ideas. Oh, fuck, we got to actually do a song. And this is improvised, not the written version, which is interesting.
Yeah.
No time to think. Well, time to think, but not really.
Not a lot.
Okay.
Well, buckle up.
Do we like robot who thinks he's human falls in love with a human? Do we like more of a catch me if you can? Do we like robot knowing he's not human and disguising and being evil?
I like the idea of a sweet robot because I am, like the Cylons, I'm in like sort of a universe now where the robots are mean. So if it's a robot who's like sweet, but no one likes the robot until he sings, and then he sings a song, and then it brings the whole village together. Like Frankenstein, except Frankenstein survives via song.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great, because I'm trying to think in my head, is it that the robot sings, or you made me realize, what if the robot's like not sweet, but then he hears music for the first, it's like the power of music.
It's kind of like the lives of others, where it's
What's
like
that?
this German guard is like, or like this, I think it's like in East Germany, and this guard is like taxed with like surveilling a bunch of artists.
Whoa, I've
just to
never heard of this.
see if they're it won an Oscar, I think, some year.
And what's it called? In
The Lives of Others.
The Lives of Others.
And the guard, instead of like, being an evil motherfucker, he like hears the music they're making and hears their discourse and is like, I fucking like these guys. These guys are sick. And like kind of develops a parasocial relationship with them. It's very cool.
Yeah, so I guess very similar to that in a way, right? Where it's like a robot who can... It doesn't have to be evil, maybe. It's just like a robot who doesn't just feel things, right?
Or... Yeah, keep going.
Well, yeah, just that. And then, music brings him to life.
Or I had a possible inverted thing where it's like Terminator universe. So it's like absolute chaos. Fucking all-out war. The robots are killing people. And like no one would ever think of this. They just are like starting fighting back with guns and shit. And then someone runs out of ammo, and it's like they're like, the robot's about to fucking step on their head or shoot them. And they're like, well, I always said I'd go out singing. And they start to sing a song, and the robot's like, and it like does something to the robot. Like either the frequency of song fucks with its brain, or it is like, holy shit, is that what Goosebumps feel like? And then the robots all join in.
Or they join. My only thing is that's less of a musical, more of a... The songs saves them, where a musical I like that you kind of tell like scenes through musicals, you know what I mean? This is more like, I'm not against it, Jono. Don't give me that look. I'm with you.
I'm just going back into my head to see what I can adapt from that. But we could just write a big opening scene and then like figure out that song, and it's the song that changes everything, and then that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we do like the idea of, I think, a little bit of Tender. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right? We do like the idea of...
Please, Mr. Robot, don't kill me.
And then just... done. He kills him. It doesn't work at all. Just, please, Mr. Robot, don't shoot me.
Or like... they're in a post-apocalyptic world, and they're like trying to make it as traveling minstrels. Kind of like that. I haven't actually seen or read the book, but Station... 11.
Well, I want to watch that.
I hear it's really good.
Yeah.
But then they come across the robot bandits, and they're like, you have to entertain us or you will die. And they have to put on a musical.
Like a musical, yeah. It's like Bug's Life a little bit, where it's like to save themselves, they have to put on a show.
That's what A Bug's Life is about?
It was, yeah, a little bit. Where like, they have to put on a fake show to make the grasshoppers run away. Like they think, like, so he thinks he's hired like guns, But you remember Bugs Life?
No, I don't think I
Oh.
saw it.
Where like the grasshoppers are coming and killing all the bugs, like, or ants, whatever, food and shit. Like they keep coming. Like it's very, what's that? It's like a western. What's that western? A famous one where it's. Anyway, so like the village of ants or whatever is like under
Like the
attack.
Magnificent Seven, and they have to hire a bunch of guys.
Exactly. So the grasshoppers come every like right before winter or whatever, and like they tax all the bugs, being like, we get all your food, and they're scared of them and all this shit. So then this main character, voiced by Sean Foley, I want to say, goes out into the city of bugs, and he's like in the city, and he sees a show. He thinks it's real, like they're doing like this like crazy like western kind of thing, and there's a ladybug there, there's like a caterpillar, there's all these like different bugs as a misfit, a band of misfits, and they do a big circus show, but he thinks they're just badass, and he hires them to help, and finds out way too late that they're just performers. You haven't seen that?
Oh,
Or
no.
remember that?
Oh, I see. But then, their
And then at the end,
characteristics end up saving them.
Well, at the end, they're like, okay, well, we may not be fighters, but we can put on a show that'll scare them. So they literally create a big bird like costume, like a massive one, and how to work it to scare the grasshoppers. They do other things to, like, they use their artistic shit to kind of find a way to scare them off. It's really, really fun. So it's like the first Pixar movie I remember.
What if it's a singing robot? Like it's in the future, and AI is designed to like do labor work and shit, and like the machines just kind of take over the brutal stuff of human labor. But it's this one robot that's just always like singing, and the village is like, hey, you got to stop singing because it means you're self-aware, and then they all try and kill it. And then he sings a song, and then they kill it. It dies.
Yeah, what you're saying right now, it's making me also kind of think of is like, I haven't seen it honestly, but I kind of know the plot. Have you seen Shape of Water? What if it's like someone who repairs robots, and she's like fixing this one robot, and while she fixes, she sings, and then the thing is, I don't want it to just be about that. Like, I think whoever the main human character or robot character is, it has to be about their life. I think human makes more sense because then they have like a regular life, then the robot comes into it. So she like wakes up, and her mom is always on her like, when are you gonna settle down, or like a very typical societal thing, and she's very like, like she wants to live her own life or whatever, whoever the main character is. And then while she's fixing the robot, she sings, and the robot starts picking the music up, and they fall in love. Like, is that something?
Could be. A good ending doesn't come to mind there. Mind you, I don't think I've had a good ending yet so far.
Well, I do like how we discover our endings, so I'm not too. But I just want a good heart. Like, I just want a good soul to this short, where it's like, if it's a musical, it doesn't have to be lovey. It doesn't have to be, but I just like the idea of it becoming that. And if it's not the love story, like that's the thing, we don't have a subgenre. If it's like more like someone who's that's what I'm saying, the iRobot, where it could be like imagine Catch Me If You Can with Tom Hanks and DiCaprio. Have you seen that movie?
Yep.
It was a musical. It would be like a bit more Les Mis kind of vibes, where it's like they're both like, you have their storylines going on separately, but they're having musicals.
What if it's like an old inventor who's in love with someone, and it's unrequited somehow that they don't get together, but he ends up dying, and he's like singing and stuff, and he's making this robot, but then he like gets his assistant or the robot to like, when he dies, take out his heart and maybe his eyes or something, or put the heart and put it into the robot, and then so the robot sort of takes on his consciousness and his singing ability, and the robot tries to like reapproach the old lover or whatever and make amends, or like, you know what I mean? Maybe he's got like that thing he said to a potential lover back in the day that he regrets, and he dies, and then he makes the robot decides to like take on the mission, and the guy's got the robot has a song, but that's like, I guess it would only be one song throughout the whole thing, but I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with that.
I was also realizing, like, we keep saying one of the characters has to be a robot, but does that mean the main character of the story has to revolve around that?
No, they just walk by a robot. They're like, hey, robot! It's like, hey!
That's it. Like, literally, that's it.
Just singing the song.
Because I was like, what if it's about, like, something about what you were saying reminded me of, like, Poor Things, where it's like, it's almost like a Frankenstein guy who, like, works on different humans, but he has a robot assistant. And the robot's almost like the Watson to the Sherlock, where it's a secondary character, so that we don't have to put so much on the fact that it's a robot, like, focused.
And the guy could sing songs and then be like, quick, robot, what rhymes with apple?
That's funny.
It's like snapple, grapple, crackle.
That's the robot's one job is just fighting rhymes.
Rhymebot.
He's a rhymebot. That's all he can do. And then everyone's always like, well, can you fly? Can you fucking do this? No, but I can tell you 8 rhymes for fly or
Sky
whatever.
rhymes with fly.
Yeah.
Also, just fly if you use the word in a different context as a bug.
He's a good. Yeah, not only that's where he's sentient or he's like his AI comes in. Actually, there's 2 spellings for fly or 2 meanings for fly.
And it's also a adjective if someone is
For
very,
example.
very cool. Like,
is that something?
yeah. It's just like, yeah, how do we
Keep going.
do anything?
And let's see how this works on the podcast. But I'm going to go to get water as we record.
Oh my God.
So I'll be shouting from here, but we'll still be working.
It's like, what's the sound? It's not diegetic sound. It's, no, it's binaural. It's binaural. We can hear how far away from the mic you are. Binaural audio. So if like you turn your head and stuff in like a VR space, like the sound will be louder over here.
World?
Binaural.
Binaural. Sorry. Okay.
Fun little fact. Hey, does it taste good? Didn't taste anything funny in there?
Wait a minute. I don't get it. Was that a creepy bit? It was a creepy bit.
That was just a creepy bit,
like
yeah.
that.
It's just regular water. There's nothing added to it. Nothing.
Say it one more time.
Nothing.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, just water.
Just water.
And fluoride.
Boring old water.
Fluoride.
Oh, Blue Jays are winning 2-1.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Well, update on my phone.
Oh, great.
Back to the robot.
Glad everyone knows that. Here
did
we
you-
are,
I'm
circling the
thinking we
drain on a
introduce
story, and
a
the Blue Jays are
subsection.
winning. Great.
We
great.
do a subsection to our podcast where we talk about like scores that are going on, like sports games going on.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
This ain't no jock podcast, okay?
A musical about jocks. Wait, hear me out. That's it. That's
Jock of ages.
Whoa, dude. We should do a game where I just give out one sentence plots and you think of titles for punny titles for us.
Yeah, okay. That's
We'll try that game.
more
after.
fun
I'm
for
down.
me.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that'd be way more fun for you.
Instead of me just trying to understand the rules the whole time. Okay.
Come on, baby, let's go. Let's get the engine going.
Yeah. Okay. So
I could pull out another twisty twist, another genre,
I guess we could, but
right?
like
Fuck, which one was the one with?
that's the twist mug.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's get another get from the audience.
Yeah.
Huh?
So
Or another no,
not another genre.
So the next
Unless you want to replace musical.
no, we're in, baby. The next twist is action sequence, i.e. fight scene. Is that you too?
Oh my God. Can we burn that second mug? Can we just throw that in the recycling right now?
So robot action scene. Hey, we're going closer to Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what it is? Like Les Mis with like a robot character. So it's like the idea, it's not love really, it could be love too, but it's this idea of okay, I'm seeing something here. It's about a robot who has someone captive and the hero is going on a journey to get her back. And then the final action sequence when he finally gets there is like they're singing while they're fighting.
I punch, I dodge.
No, they don't talk about. They're not. You don't have to sing about what you're
I
doing.
kick.
It's more
I
like
dodge.
it's more like I'm here for my love, and he's like fighting, and he's like, well, you can't have your love. Like I don't know. Like they're talking about the situation, not like punch, punch, jab, punch, punch, kick.
I just got goosebumps,
Right?
man.
Lyricist much? Thank you.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Come on, we're cooking. We're
yeah,
cooking.
I know. I'm being resistant. I gotta shed my resistance.
Do this with me real quick. Okay?
Action
real quick. I thought you didn't do any of that. You were just like, no, just breathe a little.
Yeah, no, I'm not stressed.
No, but you're resistant, so just let go, baby.
Okay.
And you got tighter somehow. You just got way more.
That's how my cat sounds when he sleeps.
H2O.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck the action sequence now. So
So it's a little bit of Scott Pilgrim-y, where it's like it's a musical, but it's like Scott Pilgrim is a musical actually, yeah, and it's about love and it's about action.
is it a musical?
How can it not be a musical, dude? There's so many songs in it.
In
like-
Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
There's like 6 songs in there. Yeah, there's a whole soundtrack to it.
Oh.
They're
I
a band, remember? And
Oh, yeah, but
and even
like-
when they're not, no, but they're singing like real songs. And then on top of that, when that
It's-
brown dude comes in and he's fighting him, he's like, "My name is," and he's like fighting him while
Oh,
singing.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
There's like so many
yeah,
songs, dude.
Yeah.
And then Brie Larson has a 6 song in it, Garbage Truck or whatever it's called. It's such a good song. Yeah.
Well, I
Someone needs to watch Bug's Life and Scott Pilgrim again.
I saw Scott Pilgrim numerous times, but they just did such a good job of baking in the songs that I
Yeah.
didn't consider it a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the robot has someone captive,
That's
or
an idea.
or what if it is the one where the guy gets the robot gets his creator's heart? I feel like that's something already. I feel like
This feels
also,
like Frankenstein to me a bit,
yeah.
which is not bad.
I'm trying to think of
What if the robot is the one captive? Like, you know how like the human, you know, My Iron Giant or whatever. Remember that?
oh, I got an
The
idea.
Iron Giant. Sorry, go on.
So, it's a robot
Mm-hmm.
who's held captive.
Okay.
And it's held captive with like a bunch of other machines.
Okay.
And you know how like when your washing machine's done, it's like and
And sometimes it goes for way too long.
and it goes sometimes it does,
Yeah,
and,
and
it's
I'm
like,
like, come
dude,
on,
we don't
man.
need to do 2 bars of this.
Yeah. So yeah. What
but
the
like
fuck?
the robot kind of learns that song from it and kind of like identifies with the other machines, even though they're not as sentient as it is. And then it comes down, like it escapes somehow and goes on a brief adventure and then gets, surrounded by village folk with pitchforks and stuff. And then it sings its song again, the iconic. And then like all of a sudden, like all these washing machines and like appliances
Come forward.
trudge over the hill to come to his defense.
Can I take that
No.
and throw it away? No.
Can I take that?
and adjust it.
Delete it.
I mean, I love where you started. I just don't know if it makes it. I don't know. I liked where you started.
It's
and
cute that he likes the washing machine song though.
I love that. I also love that it becomes a bit of like, as they're captive, they're misfit robots. So it's like one robot who's like a robot, right? Like he's like he started out as a vacuum, but now but the creator gave him, like his owner gave him like features and all these things or whatever. The main robot is more human than anything.
And the other ones are like washing machine.
Toaster, washing machine, fucking anything that's like, you know what I mean? Like a machine basically, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a band of misfits. It's almost like the Finding Nemo or the Guardians thing where it's like the bunch of animals together that are like humanized and like tortured, but it's like robots and they're just captive. Now, I don't know why they're captive yet, but already there's a song there where as they're like just, maybe it starts with him being pushed into the thing and he makes friends there. And I love the washing machine song is what kind of instigates the
Or
song.
like it's like him coming online, It's like the Geppetto character, like deranged Geppetto, is making this humanoid robot, and like the opening scene is him like turning it on.
Well, I wanted to, I like that too, because I'm like, what's the ending, right? What's our North Star? Like,
I think they just got to get out. If we
but
do,
that's the thing. What if we make it? So here's like, this is what my pitch was. So they're the band of misfits, and it's Finding Nemo. And what I like about that is like the Finding Nemo model is that then there's a dad out there looking for him, right? So it's like a human. A bunch of it starts. There's 2 different parties basically. One is the robots that are captive, and then the other party is basically human or humans going to free their machines, because this one guy has captured, and it's very silly, but I kind of like how silly it is, where basically this guy has captured all these machines that are becoming human because he's very against AI or robots, and he's like, you've given them feelings or whatever, or there's more to them than just than just being an object. They have emotions and stuff. So he's like has them captive, and then when you cut to the human side of the story, they're all like, because I'm trying to also make it a short where it's like pretty quick and cutthroat, where it's like it's their story. The humans who are coming to rescue starts with like them in like a truck or something on the way, and on the way there, they're like they sing a song.
We're off to save the robots,
Yeah,
the wonderful
exactly.
robots of Oz.
Yeah. So that, and then you have that,
Hey,
and then
we could just do the Wizard of Oz. Sorry.
and then you have a show, and then you have a face-off where they finally get there, and the robots also break free, and they're doing their song, and then we have a little medley of a song where they're coming through like the dungeon and breaking through guards, and the humans are breaking through the top half of the castle or whatever.
But they're like the robots are trying to escape and the humans are trying to save them.
yeah, and then there's one person in between them, or one evil force in between them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have, it's like, because I think that it gives a little bit of Star Wars to it too, or a bit of like just a hero's journey where it's like different storylines all trying to come together for the same thing. You know what I mean? And then you have the different songs going on with each camp almost. There's like 3 different camps: the evil camp, and then the 2 good camps, kind of thing.
Okay.
That's like an idea that kind of.
Yeah, seems like you could do it with 2 camps, just the evil guys and the robots.
The evil guys.
But also,
yeah. So they just escape, I guess. I just like the idea of like a human talking about his machine, because it's like, are the robots just fighting for themselves? I like the idea that there's like, it's like the dad in Finding Nemo. Nemo could have just escaped himself, but having the dad's journey was fun. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but this is a short too. But I'm not against that. But it is reminding me of the Guardians in the Galaxies, like the last one when it was the rocket raccoon story, and he meets all the little robots.
Does Rocket? No, but does anyone escape? No, right? Because they're all dead.
I think they all end up dying, but like we are fucking.
No, as in like before the movie started, they were dead. The other animals, because it's like
because it was a flashback. Yeah.
So the movie's just about.
God, that shit hit me real hard.
Oh, I cried.
Yeah, it was really intense. There's also
a
fucking movie that I can't fucking think of. I keep getting still images from it where like some dude does make a robot and it has like a heart and sentience and like
Centennial Man.
No, it's like newer, and like the robot goes out into the world and kind of like preserves his heart. I don't.
That does sound like, yeah, you're right.
It's like I can see it. It almost looks like in my head like a Noel or a Blomkamp movie.
Oh, like Chappie?
Yeah, but it's not Chappie. It's like
District 9 kind of thing?
Yeah, it's got that kind of thing. But whatever. Doesn't matter.
Movie about human giving robot a heart. Robot and Frank?
Oh, I think that's it. Wait. Robot. I just need to see. No, it's not that one, but I have seen that movie and it's nice. Man makes robot movie.
Surrogates.
Brian and Charles is not the movie I was talking about, but that's a really funny.
Is that a stop motion?
No, it's like a dude in a really shitty robot, and it's very.
The Iron Giant. You ever seen that?
I have. It's a great movie.
Good. That's kind of what I was picturing. Imagine the Iron Giant gets captive, and then the kid has to go save him.
Right.
And then, but when he goes to save him, I like the idea of a band of misfits. So the robot's almost like taken away from its master or its friend or whatever. So the movie starts with him being pushed into it, and then he makes new friends in this cellar or this like dungeon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, classic.
And then the kid is trying to save him.
I just like we have to have a character that's like Washing Machine R2D2.
Oh, 100%. The band of misfits, we can have so much fun with that because we can have different kind of robots that are just like failures, or not failures, but like just different. You know what I mean? Like Toaster is obviously an easy one.
But then how do we?
And then the evil guy has to have a reason why he's doing this. Like he's against machines, or he's against friendships between machines and humans, or something. You know what I mean? He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it turns out that he was just really hurt by not getting picked for a robot
machine.
Soccer team.
He's a machine, and his human abandoned him. Oh, it's very Toy Story-esque. But yeah, he was a machine, or half machine, or whatever, and people mocked him and laughed at him. So he hates that machines have human friends now, because he never had that. They mocked him. So he's almost a bitter.
And then the whole thing is like, "Do you want us to be your friend?" And he's like,
"Oh, so it ends like wholesome." Yeah, fair.
Cut to black. Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta do that. We have to have that line in this film for sure. Wait, what did say that again? I don't know. It's easy. This like when it comes like easy like that in my head, I'm like, it's something there.
Okay.
It's just flowing.
Okay. Well, I can let you lead it, and I'll just throw curveball dialogue in there.
You have to sing it. I'll sing it. You sing all the songs.
Here's where she meets Prince Charming, but she won't discover that it's him till chapter 3. I know lots of old Disney songs. Song? That's from Beauty and the Beast.
Is that a real song? Yeah. Oh, I've never seen Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
I know. There's a lot of classic Disney films I've never seen. Little Mermaid I never saw.
It's a great movie because you realize that like even though someone it might be disturbing in appearance, they could just be a hot guy with a curse on him.
Oh.
So be careful when you insult people with questionable facial fur and clause, who live in a palace with
all the time they made fun of you,
anthropomorphic
I want to say sorry now.
appliances. Okay, so
let's just go through it.
Opening is a guy in his like robot jail, and like
Should it be that?
Like giving robots like chunks of tech trash for food.
Should it be the first scene be like, or is it too where it's too much? But do we start with the jail door opening and a robot being thrown in, and then as he gets up, he's like looking at his surroundings, and this is all very like classic. I've seen this in other films, I feel, but he gets up and he's like looking around, and he's like a little scared as a robot, and then he sees eyes in the darkness, and he's like scared that he's about to be eaten or something. And then they all come forward, and it's like all these like messed up little machines, like the dishwasher.
It could just be like an empty cell, right? And then like a hatch door opens up, and then this robot just like whoosh, he gets like dumped in there, closes, and then he like looks around, and there's like the eyes and stuff, and then the old man comes in with a cart, with like the food cart, and he's just like throwing them fucking shitty slop food or whatever robots can eat. We can have fun with that. Like I like the idea of just like
screws,
ground up fucking computer parts and shit.
Right,
and, like, and then he's like, "Excuse me, sir." He's like R2D2. Like, when will I be allowed to exit this facility? And he's like,
he doesn't understand the thing of it.
Yeah, and he's like,
who's he asking?
He's asking the man pushing the cart, because there's like a human-looking man pushing the cart. Okay. But like, you know, and he could have like a bit of his wrist exposed, and he's got some robot parts, and he tries to cover it up or something.
Wait, is this the main villain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because is the main villain like
I thought the main villain would have a henchman doing that kind of shit. I don't think he'd be the one doing it.
No, I think like it just...
So it's not that big of an operation.
It's like, yeah, I think like he could just be...
like a piece of... Just a
it's all automated and shit, you know?
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's not like... in my head, it was like a very big villain.
Because he's got no friends. He's got no one.
So he's
even
capturing them.
Yeah, and he's like...
Okay.
But
like, then would he be just
you have illegally spoke to humans. You are not allowed.
Would he just be walking around though?
But he's like he's moving the food cart in, so he's feeding.
That's what I mean.
Off.
Should he be like behind a cell so that he doesn't want to? Because they could easily. So he.
No. It's like a jail, like double lined.
Oh, sorry.
Thing.
He's not in there. Sorry.
He's walking through the prison, and he's just like putting the tech trash in between the bars to feed the animals, the robot animals.
Okay.
And then one robot's like, "Excuse me, sir."
The main robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because the other ones have already accepted their fate. It should be like that.
Or they're like they don't speak English, you know. And like you could also like.
Well, that's why he's a lead.
There could also be a funny song, because it could be like beep boop 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 boop. He just said he's hungry. Da, da, da. You know what I mean? Like you could translate in the song.
Yeah. Should we have another like any other English speaking robots like besides like the villain that like is like the typical like, "Hey kid, you'll do better if you just shut up." You know what I mean? Like very like, "I've been here for 6 months now." Stuff.
Yeah, but
the humans aren't coming for us.
But it's like a Roomba. You know, it's not a humanoid. It's just like the only one that can speak is like the least likely to be able to. Because like the washing machine has the beeps, and the vacuum just goes. And
could we have fun with it? Could the guy? So we have our main robot, right? What's he like? What machine is he? He's just a robot.
I think he's like. He'd be more like
R2D2?
Average size Iron Giant or R2D2 kind. Not
right,
R2D2,
right.
Sorry,
Human size
C3PO, like with the
right. Human size C3PO / 100%.
Yeah.
But then the other one that talks, I was gonna say, do we have fun with him? Where he's like, I want to be a bit bigger, but like an iPad or a television where he quotes films like Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, and it's just
"Hey,
like,
kid, it's better if you keep your mouth
here's
shut
looking
because
at you, kid." It just cuts to the
and
things.
different dialogues.
Yeah.
And because the thing is, like, I like that the machines have a bit given up that no human's gonna come save us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like very like jaded because they've been here for months, and our main character is like, "No, my human's gonna come save us," and then that's one of the songs or whatever, right?
And then it cuts to his human, and it's just this like twerpy little kid who's
just whacking it.
Yeah.
But the twerpy kid.
Jesus.
And then the kid does save him, but not okay. Okay, yeah, exactly, yeah.
And the kid does save him somehow.
And the kid can have a song.
Or the kid meets all the owners of the old appliances.
Well, to quicken it, I was like, when we cut to the kid, they're already on the way to save them. It's like a truck full of humans who have lost their robots, maybe. Potentially.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to think, how do you get there quicker instead of him meeting them? And
oh, yeah. Like, instead of assembling the A-team.
Yeah.
Remember in that movie MacGruber when, like, did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I can't remember.
And he, like, there's like a 20-minute montage of him, like, assembling a team, and then he accidentally kills them all.
Yeah.
Everything happens.
Deadpool
so
3
funny.
kind of took that, or Deadpool 2, I guess, kind of ripped that off a bit. Okay, so let's start with that. We like that. Introduce the robot being thrown in, trash being sent out, one robot saying you're an idiot for having hope, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then does a song start there?
Yes.
Okay, so song.
The bad guy leaves, or like the bad guy could come in and be like, "All you pesky robots must be confined here for the rest of your life," and like does a thing, and then he leaves, and then the song turns to kind of like a major song, like it gets more hopeful, and then the other robots come and sing the rest of the song, like, "But we're all here together in robot hell."
Yeah, I was gonna say if it starts hopeful, because the guy gives trash and leaves, and then the guy's like, "You should stop asking him questions or whatever." I know he's smoking in my head. He's like, "Ask question," and then our robot, the main character, starts singing, and then as the other robots chime in, like, but you know how we did it kind of, but they kind of.
You hear that
like,
siren?
Yeah.
I think these cops are coming. It's the script police.
The script police.
Yeah, they're like, "This sucks, guys."
They're like, "You guys should fucking wrap it up." Then the other robots are like trying to sing in and kind of like, like those kind of songs where the main robot sings and the other ones are just putting jabs in, like, no they won't, all that kind of bullshit. And then the villain comes in to be like, hush, and just kind of really fucking gets them to shut the fuck up. And then we cut to the humans.
And like, and we can just do a lot of like the guy is feeding the robots and he's like, "Excuse me, sir, what time will we be allowed to exit the facility?" And the guy doesn't say anything, and then he leaves,
or
and then
laughs at his
and
face,
then the song starts, and then the guy comes back and dooms it.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then when we get to the humans, what are they doing? Because we'll get more into the details. We're still in Blue
They're
Sky.
not jacking it, I will tell you that.
Okay,
much.
fine. They're not whacking off. All right.
Veto.
Should the kid already be, like, we cut to the kid in search, so maybe he walks into a tavern. I don't know why the fucking tavern, or he walks into like somewhere where he's like, "I'm looking for my robot," and they're all like, "Well, he's probably gone if you haven't seen him in months," and there's like signs of robots missing or machines missing around. Like, I'm trying to think, what's the humans doing when we see.
I like the idea of all the missing robot posters. Have you seen My Friend? And it's like the washing machine. I just wanted to make, this is all about the washing machine robot for me.
He's the heart of the film. He's the heart. He's the teeth.
Old Washy. I like the idea of the posters and stuff. And then maybe like, we don't want to have to get him into fucking assembling his team. But I was like, maybe other people are looking at the posters and they're like, "Have you tried the castle on the hill?" And you look up and it's just like this fucking
very obvious. I love
like
that.
Lightning, like No Heart's Palace shit. And then they're like, "Oh no, I guess we have to go there."
Is there like almost as he looks at it and he's like, "Oh, I guess I have to go there," and there's a laugh, and then we look and there's a table of guys or people in general, and it's like they're like the owners, and they're like, "We're going, sun up, if you want to join us," or whatever the fuck.
Come
or do you
here,
not?
son.
Should it be a team or not? Is the question, I guess.
I think like it could.
Because him by himself, the kid, I don't know what the finale is like.
Well, he could go there and then come back to town. There's still the missing things. He's looking at all the missing posters and like, whatever. And then someone's like, "Have you tried the clearly
the obvious
clearly
castle?
Evil presence in the middle of our village?" And then he goes in to save his robot, but ultimately saves all the other He's just about to leave with his own robot, and then he's like, "Might you free the others?" And then we go back into town, and everyone's like, "We're together, robots and humans together."
And then the villain comes down to the village, and he's like, "You sons of bitches!"
And then there's a little kid who's like, "Jeremy," and then he looks over and he's like, "Susanna," and it's like, I thought I thought you'd forgot about me. I never forgot about you. We just got lost on that vacation in Paris.
Exactly.
And somehow you got back here, but and built a castle in the middle of the thing and smited us all. Oh. But like he finds his lost
owner
kid,
or
and then
or
whatever.
We're basically making Toy Story right now. You know that, right? This is Toy Story. Toy Story 3, to be specific.
I think it's Robot Story 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
is that what happens?
Very similar
like the main villain in Toy Story
is like a lost toy, basically, who just jaded, and he thinks everyone's a piece of shit. A little bit, yeah. But again, I'm sure Toy Story 3 is also from something else too. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, I like this.
And no one at Pixar is listening to this shit, so they won't get mad.
Well, they'll make this movie then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, and then I do like this because I like the exposition because the musical already makes it a really cool genre, but then it's like the other stuff is very obvious. I love the castle thing where it's like, well, did you not notice the big castle with the lightning in the background? And then I like the ending instead of it being a show. Oh, well, you know what we did miss though, is the action sequence.
Mm.
So does
Maybe
he almost have a standoff at the end when he comes down and him and the kid go mano a mano?
Or is it like a crazy action sequence, like physical obstacles to escape the palace?
Okay, yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
He jumps on the wall and he climbs up the ladder. Then he falls down the road and had to empty his bladder.
There it is. I think you just wrote that banger.
God. Okay, so missing posters. He goes up to the obvious castle, frees his own robot, frees the others. Others go back into town, and the people rejoice. Then bad guy comes into town.
Yeah.
About to fuck shit up.
He should come
and
in.
Then
He should come in and interrupt a song.
Yeah.
Like they're having like a happy ending song, and then it's like.
Yeah. So yeah. So maybe like his whole conceit is that like he's almost like the robot SPCA. Like he's like when dogs get lost, they just go to the pound or whatever. Right. But like
I think he captures them.
But like that's the thing. Like that was his original.
Right.
We might not even get to this in the story, but just to humanize his.
Well, I love the ending where he got lost or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah. But like he started there and they ended up working there, and then it just became bitter because his human never came for him. So he trapped everyone there, so no one's human could ever.
Right. Well, him. Yeah. I thought instead of him working, it was just literally like he thought his human left him, got jaded, started stalking and finding robots that had friends, and just like luring them into his castle. So that or. Yeah, he started as a prisoner himself, maybe, but I don't know how then he became.
Overlord. No, I think exactly. How would he rise up as the overlord? But yeah, he's the caretaker of the robot.
And he started doing this because he got jaded from his owner, and he's like, well, if I can't have a human friend, no one can have a human friend.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I love it. It's a simple. It's like they're about to have the biggest fight, and it's like, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's just like, like
really big build up. Like you think it's gonna be the biggest action sequence ever, and then it's like, cheer. I just like that.
Yeah, what? And his name is Jeremy.
It's so stupid. I love it. Jeremy?
He's like, oh.
Is that you? Joanna? And she's still a kid. It's been like 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Actually, it hasn't been 20 years. You think like he's such a villain because it's been years? It's been like 6 months.
But then it turns out that it's just a shape-shifting robot. And then when he's like, oh my God, Susanna. And then just fucking kills him.
Oh, that works too. It destroys him. And then our main character boy, like our main human's like, what the fuck? That's one way to go. We'll figure it out.
We'll see, because once we say the ending in the next section, that's the ending.
Then that sticks because there's no rewrites. Whoa.
So meets his old human. Something happens. Either he dies because they fooled him, or he's happy. So. The robot's thrown in jail. Bad guy feeds them. Then there's a song. He asks bad guy questions. And then the other robots do a song after he leaves. And then we go to town. Kid looking for robot. Song. Missing posters. Goes to the castle. Frees his own robot, song with the others, and then they go back into town. Bad guy comes into town about to fuck shit up. Song meets his old human. Something happens. Okay, all right.
Very entertaining recap there.
Yeah, really great.
Just like
really great.
And then this happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we go make this script?
Yes.
Let's go improvise this beast.
Fuck. All right.
Let's get ready to hear some off-key shit.
All right, we're gonna get canceled after this. Not by like the emotional canceling. They're just the network's gonna cut us off.
It's be traditional canceling.
Yeah,
OG cancel.
OG canceling.
Yeah. Lack of viewership canceling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I gotta say, I have been fairly negative so far in this episode, but I believe it's coming from a place of fear. So I will no longer fear the musical. I will embrace it.
All right.
And I will accept all of the offers and not get upset if you don't accept mine. But we're going to do a musical off the cuff called My Robot. Because it's a play on iRobot.
Well, you didn't have to. Come on, man. Like right away, reject the offer.
Okay. So.
Okay.
We open on a long corridor of jail cells. The camera's moving through it. It's just pushing in a little slowly. Just moody, dark.
Ooh.
Shafts of incandescent light. We hear the vague sound of machinery, buzzing, beeps, random
other
metallic sounds.
Yeah.
The camera drifts into an empty cell.
Mm-hmm.
Then the roof of that cell opens up. And then gadonk! A very humanoid robot that kind of looks somewhere between, for the Star Wars fans, C-3PO and IG-88. It's humanoid. It's got a very thin head. It's rusty colored. It's skinny. Its movements are awkward and jilted. It just collapses into a lump on the bottom of the jail cell. Then its eyes light up. It sits up and takes a look around.
Oh, this is where I go? This is where I go? Okay, yeah. It's, oh my. I seem to be in a jail cell. Was that good for you, the robot voice?
And then all these lock sounds start happening. All this. And then gadoosh, a door at the end of the hallway opens up.
Kyle?
Shut up. He just hears a voice that says shut up. And he's like, okay, that's a bit mean. And then this stocky, sort of limping man just pushes this cart covered in like ground up electronics and tech trash and wires and stuff. And he just like scoops it onto some plates.
Yeah.
And then he just shoves it into the bars. And then you see some robot hands take one down the hallway and just like devouring it. And then another one making his way down. All the cells we're learning are all just filled with different mechanical things with different robots. Shapes of hands and
vacuums,
tendrils
and dishwashers,
and wires and shit. Vacuums, dishwashers.
Like the vacuum's pipe comes out and grabs it.
Exactly.
The dishwashers opens up.
Just
and then, the washing machine just opens up and then he just throws it into there.
And then it closes it and it spins around.
Yeah, like
and
a
like
cycle.
the vacuum thing is just like doesn't even take the plate inside. It's like just soaking them all up. And then the guy finally gets to our hero's robot,
which is named.
You're going to have to introduce it. You already did the voice, so you have to say, hello. My
hello,
name is...
sir. I am Chris Paul, the robot. Might you point me in the direction of the exit? Because I seem to be lost.
And the man throws the plate of tech trash at him, and he's like, Chris Paul, I'm so tired of humans giving robots human names. They are robots. They are not human. They are not one and the same. And then music starts. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Humans and robots will never be the same. One is really cool, the other is really lame. Some say that I am crazy, but I know the truth. Nothing's going to happen to robots under my roof.
Okay.
And Chris Paul blinks a few times, and then
wait, does our guy just leave at this point then?
Or does he just they're standing there, he's waiting for a response. It's a musical.
Oh right, so he has to literally sing back to him. Oh
yeah.
Fuck, okay, I forgot that I have to do this too. Okay, give me the beat again. Give me the yeah.
And then the roof.
I seem to be lost. Could you point me the way? Because I need to get back to Kyle. Home, which way?
Kyle will never save you because he is a human. And let me tell you, you'll never understand.
I think you have it wrong. I think this is a song, but I don't know why we're singing. More food should you be bringing?
And then the music stops and he just like scoffs and then he leaves because this is at the end of the road. And he just gets out of here. He's like, shut up. And he just leaves. He just gets mad. And
yeah.
Chris Paul's like, what?
Yeah. Sir? And then he looks around and he's like just peering and he sees like some of the machines come closer to their jail cell, what is it called, bars. Mm-hmm. And he's like, who are you guys? And do they all introduce themselves?
Yeah, and a washing machine robot sticks his head out and says, and then another one goes, another one's like,
and then bing, toaster.
Yeah. And then the vacuum's like, ooh. And then Chris Paul just sort of shrugs and
Okay.
says,
And he goes, are you guys also locked here? Do your humans know that you're here? I guess I'll call them the humans. Do your humans know they're here? That you guys are here?
and then the washing machine's like,
Does our wise guy come in now? Like the veteran of the camp?
and then he hears what almost sounds like a throat clearing from another cell. And it's a smoky old robot with one leg, kind of humanoid, not super dissimilar to Chris Paul, but enough.
Yeah.
And he says, "Hey, kid, don't even bother thinking about your human. This guy is really against humans and robots being together, all right? I've been in here since the dawn of robot sentience, and I don't see a universe where I'm getting out, so you better get used to not seeing any universe. If you're getting out, you're going to be here for a long time, and you're just going to rust away like me and eat slop."
No. See, Kyle will come save me. Kyle will come looking.
It's putting a lot of faith in a human, kid. You know, humans are really flaky. I had a Kyle. Yeah,
Do you know Kyle?
Not that Kyle.
How long have you known Kyle for?
Listen, clearly you're a newer robot because I'm just.
Kyle's never mentioned you before.
I am drawing a similarity between my experience and yours. My human was not named Kyle.
A metaphor.
My human was named Terry.
I don't know Terry.
No, because you typically only know one human if you're a robot because you're paired.
Kyle, that's mine.
Listen, kid, you're gonna get eaten alive in here, so I just don't know what to tell you. Unless you're one of those smart robots that can get out of here, I think you just gotta get used to not ever thinking about Kyle again, because it's not gonna be easy to be in here and think about Kyle. Because if I think about my guy Terry, I get real sad.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that Terry doesn't love you, but Kyle loves me, and he's going to come save me. So yeah, I think you should just keep your shit to yourself, because you're bumming everyone else out here. Right, guys? Am I right? Washing machine, am I right, toaster? He's bumming us out, right? Isn't he?
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Yeah. Exactly. You tell him.
Listen, Chris Paul, is that your name?
Yep, that's me, CP3.
None of these guys understand what you're talking about, okay? They're all victims of hardship. They're all victims of loss.
Don't we all speak the same? Like, can't we understand them?
Yeah.
Should we be able? No, this is like an off the cuff. This is like a non-character question.
No, I think my guy does, but your guy.
But they're all robots.
Yeah, but they're all speaking different languages. So like,
but that guy's fluent. Your guy's fluent. Okay,
exactly. He's translating. Yeah. So pretty much, I'm gonna have to sing a song to tell you about how these guys don't understand you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Mr. Robot, shut your damn mouth. None of these other robots understand you.
I think you're wrong. You just keep singing this song. I rhymed it twice wrong in song. And you sound jaded, and your rust is faded, and I'm elated that you're not related to me.
That's where you're wrong, kid, 'cause that's what the song did. It made us all realize that we're not going anywhere. We're here for good. We're here for good. We're here for good. Here for good. Here for good. We're all locked in these cells. Here for good. No, we're here for good. Oh no! I just got possessed there. And then you hear like the lights flicker and stuff, and the guy's like, shut up and go to sleep. I'm trying to sleep up here.
And then you have this final, like all the lights turn off, and it's just Chris
Paul.
Chris Paul's like, I will make it back to you.
The lights are going in.
I'll make it back to you. You will come and find me, and together we'll be.
Then the final light goes out.
Just sublime.
And then you just hear a robot just from the corner under black. Go, that was
Sublime-y?
bad. That was a bad song.
Or you just go like sublime, and then it's like, did he say sublime? Did he just make up a word?
Okay. So now cut to black, fade in, dystopian city street, nighttime. There's robot posters missing all over the place. And there's this little boy, Kyle, age 6, walking around with posters, stapling them to...
I think that's too young.
Age 12.
Yeah, like make him like so he can fuck some shit up. You know,
Okay,
when he's trying to
age 18.
That's too much now. 13, done.
We see Kyle, age 13, with a stack, age 13.5.
There it is.
In robot years.
Done.
So...
Whoa, so he's 80.
Stapling posters of Chris Paul on the things, and he's like, has anyone seen my robot? Has anyone seen my robot? Has anyone seen my robot? And everyone's just like ignoring him when he's walking in the street. And then he goes up to a guy who's just closing up his little fruit stand, but the fruit's all like tech trash too, you know, because like there's still some robots feed, you know, like it's like produce but for robots.
So it's half
world building,
produce, half robots, or is it all for robots?
This one's just a robot one.
Oh,
so the guy's like, hey,
have you seen my robot?
hey, my name's Kyle, and I have a robot named Chris Paul, and he disappeared. And I'm just wondering, have you seen him? And the guy's like, no, when robots disappear, they tend to not. Everyone has the same voice. No, when robots tend to disappear, they don't typically come back. No one knows what happens. Once they're gone, they're gone. And then Kyle's like, but what if my Chris Paul's out there and he needs my help? It's like, well, kid, the only place I think it could possibly be is that really, really foreboding castle that seems to always have a storm about it at the top of a mountain in the middle of our village that we all avoid like the plague and no one knows. So maybe he's there.
And you look at it and it's just the most obvious.
And I look at it and it is hideously obvious that that's where the robots go to die or worse, maybe live and never die. Because I would say that's a fate worse than death. And the kid's like, but how can a little 13.5-year-old boy like me make it up there? He goes like, I don't know, man. I just sell tech trash to feed robots. I'm just a fucking guy. Just either go there or don't. I don't know. I don't care. And then Kyle says, okay. And then a song starts. And Kyle sings, I don't want to go to the hill alone. I just want to call my robot on the phone. He is my best friend. He is a good man. He gets me. I don't want to go to the spooky castle, but if Paul Chris is there, I'll do it. I don't want to go to the spooky castle, but it's obvious the writers wanted us to think that he's there. And then that song keeps going on with music and shit, and he's just montaging up the hill. Excuse me. I did too many raspy voices there. He gets to the castle.
And this is where I guess we kind of do a little bit of like an action not an action sequence, but it's like we gotta figure out how the fuck does he get him out? Like, what does he do?
He's gotta do an action sequence to get in there, maybe.
Yeah. Like is there like a laser field?
Yeah.
Shit? Yeah. Okay.
So you wanna explain the action sequence of how he flips through the things, and I'll just sing the I Don't Want to Go song.
Give me a sec. My eyes are fucking killing me right now. 1 sec.
I think it's our bodies trying to make us not finish this. I don't want to go to the spooky castle.
There's like a big pan out, and he's right in front of the castle now. And he looks. I mean, okay, if it's a castle, it's more of a moat. Then are we doing moat, or are we doing robotic castle? What are we doing? What's the vibe? Paint me a
I think
picture
it's
here,
like
Jono.
a moat with like weird robot sharks and stuff in it, and there's lasers. There's just like all kinds of things.
He creeps around a
platforms.
corner. It's like the corner of the castle, and there's a moat, and there's like two guards, robotic guards standing there, and they're like, "Hey, you hear the boss? He's gonna fry all the robots tonight." Wait, what? He's gonna fry all the robots tonight? Like, what do you mean? He's like, well, he's technically gonna go throw water on all of them. As everyone knows, that's the kryptonite for machines. He's gonna create liquid damage.
But how are these other robots that we just described in the moat surviving?
Is that? I don't remember that part at all.
We said they were like sharks in the moat, but they're like robots.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
He asked me about the moat, and that's what I said.
Yeah,
but that water kills
those are
them?
special shark robots that they were added last minute. But the robots down there, they're not waterproof because that's most.
Those are newer models, then.
Yeah.
Great. Plot hole covered.
I don't want go moving on. And then then Kyle reaches into his satchel. He has to have a satchel. My guy's going on a fucking adventure. He has to have a satchel on him. Pulls it, takes out his satchel.
That's where the posters were.
Sorry?
The posters were in the satchel that he was
putting up. But then
it's a poster satchel.
He takes out a poster, and you're like, oh, Kyle. As a viewer, you're like, Kyle, what are you going to throw a poster at them? But then he puts his hand back in. Underneath the posters is a fucking metallic boomerang, dog.
Oh,
he takes out the metallic boomerang.
It glints in the sun.
Is it daytime?
Moonlight. No, it's moonlight. Okay, it glints in the moonlight.
All right, yeah. And then he presses a button because it's a futuristic boomerang. And starts making a hovering noise, and it hovers off of his hand. So that's like, and he whispers instructions to the boomerang because it's futuristic. It's different. It's like a voice command boomerang. So he's like, those two guards over there, take them out. And the boomerang goes, and it goes, and they boom, boom, boom.
I'm just very curious about the actual technicalities of this, because if these robots are immune to water,
hey, what happened to you? The guy's just like, well, what's happening? And the boomerang goes back into Kyle's hands, and a wire is sticking out of it because of one of the robot's wires are sticking onto it, and he just takes it off and he tosses it. So we know Kyle's a badass. He didn't even flinch.
And then, like, inexplicably, we're back inside the jail thing, and then the door just opens because Kyle figured it out.
Oh, we just skip. Okay, yeah. We're trying to get home. I got it.
But then,
Warning! That's
yeah, the robot's alarm goes off so loud that it clips the mic.
And it's just, and because I don't know why, but the warning isn't even a speaker. It's literally a robot hanging to the roof.
Yeah.
It's like dangling, and his
just
one job is like, warning.
Warning.
And it's like, oh fuck, we gotta get out of here. But what about my friends? Your friends, Chris Paul. All right, fine, jeez. And then he goes and he like unlocks, he boomerangs.
And then like a Rob Zombie kind of like action-y song starts playing. It's like, going to get Chris Paul. We're going to get Chris Paul. We're going to get Chris Paul.
And they're running through the corridors. And he goes,
going to get Chris Paul.
A montage of running because then it's like they have to hide behind a wall. And there's more robots there. And Kyle's about to take something out, but then Chris Paul's like, I got this. And does Chris Paul have any cool gadgets?
No.
I was going to give him some cool, but then he would have just gone, no, never mind.
Just would have used them.
Chris Paul's like, don't hurt them. They're still robots. And Kyle's like, you're right. Thanks for teaching me the way. And they just like stealthily sneak past these other guards instead of killing them this time.
And then they're about to leave.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, Chris Paul's like, wait. And then you hear, his other friends are still back there.
Oh, I already saved them.
Oh, you saved them?
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, I was too busy vibing with the Rob Zombie song.
Yeah. Okay, no. Okay, my saving wasn't that entertaining. So let's go. Okay, he hears and he goes, we need to go back for my friends. And then Kyle's like, he sings that. If he does one more bar of that, I swear to fucking God, Chris.
It goes too long. He needs to shorten it. Okay, so they go back.
So they
save him.
They just go back.
They go back and they save him. There's no song.
All right.
It's just a really long, drawn out sequence.
We could have just stuck to my thing. It was the same thing.
No.
Right.
And
then they come back out. They run back. And then they run down the hill. And we cut to the bar.
All the villagers.
As the door bangs open into the bar.
And all the villagers.
The robots
they just come in. They're like reuniting with their old people.
Yeah. And they're all drinking and sad. And they're like, oh my God, washing machine. Is that you? That's the name. The guy was not creative. That's one human was not creative. He named his washing machine Washing Machine.
Yeah, terrible.
But the toaster guy, he's like, hey, Sebastian. He was not creative either. He's just making a human name out of it. So there's like different kind of humans we're trying to introduce, you know?
Yeah.
So they're all like hugging and, you know, like nuzzling with their, you know, their machines.
Their cold metallic bodies against the warm mammalian skin.
Where have you been? I missed you. Like all that kind of shit. Yeah.
And then the door bursts open again. And it's the evil boss villain guy.
We've never given him a name. What's his name?
His name is Evil Boss.
Love it. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh no, Evil Boss.
Did you name Washing Machine?
No.
Is that you? Okay.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I get it.
All right, Evil Boss.
That character did name Evil Boss.
Yeah.
And Evil Boss comes in and he's like, whoa, My robots, you should not be here. Humans are evil. They will betray you. You will never know. You will only be safe with me. I was protecting you. I was not holding you captive. I was liberating you from the human clutches of labor and automation.
And Kyle takes out his boomerang slowly, but then Chris Paul goes, "No, Kyle. He's just a lost
He's a lost
robot.
soul. Tell me why you're lost." And then he's like, well, it doesn't matter. You don't want to hear my sob story of an evil bad guy villain, man. And they're like,
no, we got 2 pages to go.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We've listened to Washing Machine do at least 8 bars of his song, so I think we could spare a couple of sentences. He's like, well, I used to have a... And then you just hear a little voice.
Jeremy?
He looks over, and then there's a tiny little girl.
Jeremy, is that you?
Susanna? I thought you were dead.
Jeremy, how? No. I looked everywhere for you. Everywhere but that castle.
You didn't think to look up at the mysteriously evil-looking castle that always has a storm around it outside?
Well, now thinking back a little bit.
And it was only erected after I was missing.
Well, now that you know what? Actually, should have been the first place I looked.
Jesus Christ, Joanna. I'm not sure if I'm using the same name, Susanna. Jesus Christ, Susanna. No wonder you lost me. You're a dumb fuck.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yes?
Is it me? Or does it feel like old times again?
Not gonna lie, it really does feel like old times. Hit it, Washing Machine-y. And then Washing Machine plays a different song.
Whoa, okay.
And he's like...
Because it's on a different setting now.
Yeah. Joanna, I found you. Susanna, I found you. You have 2 names, but I have one. But yours are more fun. Susanna, I found you. Joanna, I found you. Susanna, I found you. Joanna, I found you. It's been 15 years, and you've never aged a day.
But I cried so many tears for you. Evil boss? She calls him that too?
He's like, okay, stop. Stop the music. Guys, listen. I'm really happy that we all found each other again. And I learned a lesson about maybe being more explicit about my location when I have been separated from my human. I'm not even going to touch the thing that I feel like 15 years has passed and Susanna has not aged a day.
And why is she in a bar? She's like,
why are you in a bar? What kind of... You're going to get shut down. But anyway, we have to admit that humans and robots may belong together after all. And...
Preach.
And you know what? I'm willing to make a pact with the village. I'll dismantle the storm generator up there. I'll make my castle...
No. One of the characters... I don't know who am I? One of the patrons. He's like, actually... keep the castle up, but make it a place for lost robots, so that owners who lose their robots can go there, like a lost and found.
Yeah, and another patron pops up. It's like, and also, maybe we can all agree to never sing again. And they all look, and they all look at each other,
and then. And then one of them.
And then one says, "Well,
say that again."
Say that again. And then another one goes, "Say that again." And one goes, "Well, what about maybe my robot can sing?" And then
say that again.
And then Mr. Evil Boss looks over and says, "Wait, what did you say?"
Oh, I just said.
And then he takes a deep breath, and we cut to black, and we finally end this script. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Finn. Ooh.
In conclusion.
All right, so thanks for listening. Sorry. It's tough to know what's more fun because if we were actually going to do a drama-filled episode instead of a drama-free episode, we would have written the stuff down, and probably that song would have had a little more time to gestate and stuff like that. It probably would have been a little more punchy. Yeah. But is there something fun about going off the rails and just kind of being afraid and stepping out without knowing what's going to happen, that's fun too. So
yeah, it definitely made me respect like musical improv, man.
Oh,
it's
God.
fun. That
Yeah.
shit's pretty wild. That shit's like
Well-
Wayne Brady, and whose line is it anyway? It's like,
oh yeah,
man, that like I was in awe of how quick and good he is.
yeah,
It's one thing being quick. You can be quick, but to be quick and good,
yeah. In that movie, The Quick and the Dead, to be quick and dead.
Oh my goodness, how do you do it? Pull both off? Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Dead I get. Cool.
Yeah, I
Quick,
hope when I die,
get.
I hope when I die that it's quick
And okay.
and then dead. Yeah,
In your sleep kind of thing?
yeah,
Okay.
just fast,
A little morbid.
just a little
Just like that.
shot of abject fear, and then
Yeah. Just a moment
Back
of
to
like,
the
wait, what's
source.
happening? Oh,
mhm.
quick times.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
You don't want to apologize.
dissect this shit and go through all the shit we were like overthinking about. It got fun when we started fucking around, like when the characters were being just very like obvious about everything. Like literally we were calling out the stupidity of stuff. That was fun. The stuff, and that's why I don't want to go through like, well, this could have been better or that could have been better.
Yeah, it all could have been better.
Yeah. Well, also anything can always be better. And this was like, the point of this is not to make some, like, again, we should get past that by this point. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, you're right. We made something up in the moment.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. I hopefully that, I wasn't too bogged down with my fear. But
I gotta start watching more musicals also is what I learned.
no, we just gotta, no rewrites in the subheading, no musicals. We just don't do musicals
I don't know,
anymore.
man. I think
Unless we plan it and
it
have
could be
like
a
a musical
milestone.
director come in and like
or a
plug
guest
in.
episode of the musical with James.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like if we
That'd
had
be amazing.
James ripping the piano right now.
Yeah. Oh,
James Aiton Godden.
we should do that. That'd be
Yeah,
a fucking
that'd be
great idea.
sick.
Because I think that's our like you know how Community did like paintball episodes every season.
Hmm.
We do like a musical.
Yeah.
But again, like every time it's some kind of torture for us. But
WWCD. What will Community do?
yeah, that's how I lead my life for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah,
All
I
right.
do wish we went sillier. That's the only thing I'll say. 'Cause
Sillier? We got pretty fucking silly.
It took us too long to get silly. It was
That's
too much of like, the song has to be kind of, I could feel the energy. Like, the song has to be kind of good. And the story, I was like, I wish we went straight to like balls to the wall. Whenever we do that with any idea, it gets so good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Fuck.
what.
Yeah. Lead
But
with
yeah, musicals,
silly,
I'm not
fear. Yeah.
Because whenever I sing the song, I kept going back to like, because the one musical I've seen is Sweeney Todd. So I feel like I would go to like those songs. So I'm like, if I have more of a library of musicals, that could help too.
Mm-hmm.
A little research off season.
Prince Ali, fabulous, he Alibaba, stronger than 10 regular men. What did you see? Wonder she baby did 100 bad guys with
Did
swords.
you watch the Will Smith one?
No.
Oh, it's
It's
pretty
good?
fun. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feel?
Keep your wife's name out of my lamp.
Dude, you watched it.
Yeah. Okay. That's where that's from.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
Well,
quoting it. People thought he was being mean to Chris Rock. He was just quoting
he
the
was just
film. He was
quoting
promoting Aladdin.
his genie line.
Yeah. He was promoting Aladdin, dude.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. I'm gonna go treat these allergies now.
Yeah. I'm going to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You'll do some.
Yeah.
Hey.
Maybe gonna go find my robot friend from the past.
Whoa. Say that
Think
again.
he's still alive? Damn it! I stepped on that. That would have been such a great ending, but in
In other words,
in classic no rewrites fashion, we ruin it.
is that it? No Rewrites is produced by Adeel Shamsi and Jono Hunter. Edited by Justin Stevenson. Sound designed by Aaron Herastovic. Some additional voices recorded by Katie Trudeau. And the stuff in between segments was recorded by Kevin Brown. If you have an idea for a prompt, email us at norewritespod@gmail.com or DM us at No Rewrites Podcast on Instagram. No Rewrites is an independent show, so please make sure to like and subscribe. And tell your friends. Thanks.